the world are going high-tech. Advances in social media, virtual reality, and digital practices are revolutionizing the art world. All right, 24 News culture correspondent Nir Waxman has more in tonight's In Tech.
Virtual reality, holograms, and interactive art. In today's age, how can we preserve heritage sites and priceless artifacts? Can technology help to shed light on the past? And how can we bring museums into the digital age? An annual conference at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem is trying to answer all these questions and more. The International Council of Museums, known as ICOM, hosted leading experts from the UK, Israel, and the United States for a day filled with wonder, art, and of course, high tech.
ICOM Israel is trying to give museums the tools to tackle our rapidly changing world from the perspective of the internet and digital technologies. Museums are very afraid of change. They're afraid of the focus being taken away from the object on display.
Some institutions are changing the museum experience from the ground up, like the National 9/11 Memorial in New York, which uses an algorithm based on news headlines around the world to curate its digital exhibit, meaning each new visitor might see something different. Jake Barton helped design the memorial.
We use the stories of people who ran out of the burning buildings to educate future generations who know nothing about the experience. So when you go in, if you have a first-hand experience, you can share your own experience of 9/11, and it goes into the museum's archive and is then shared with other museum visitors.
Museums in Israel are also working on transforming traditional visits into interactive experiences, like this exhibit at the Israel Museum on Roman-era coins, which features high-resolution 3D scans of priceless artifacts.
These ancient gold coins are very valuable, so we can't allow the public to touch them. So these three-dimensional digital scans allow people to get as close to them as possible.
Virtual exhibits are becoming increasingly popular. Just last August, 5 versions of a Vincent van Gogh masterpiece were reunited for the first time in a virtual exhibition.
What we wanted to do was to do what actually will never be possible in the real world, which is to bring all of those paintings together in one virtual space. Working with Facebook, we did those as live broadcasts, starting in the National Gallery, going to Amsterdam, Munich, Philadelphia, and Tokyo, to tell the story of these remarkable works.
Welcome from Amsterdam and welcome from the Van Gogh Museum.
Almost 7 million people tuned in to witness this online event. That's more visitors than most museums get per year. Such exhibits underline the potential of virtual technology in exposing audiences to art. Indeed, museums hope technology will make art and artifacts more accessible than ever before and bring museums into the 21st century.
Museums usually have in their basements 99% of their artifacts that never get seen anyhow. In the digital world, what you see is the reverse, is the invitation for audiences to actually dig into the archives, to dig into the basements, to dig into the collections that usually don't get displayed.
From Jerusalem, Maya Margit, I-24 News.
Just ahead.